Hello Scorpios, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If nothing resonates, check back next time or look at your moon and your rising signs, okay? Apologies on the 1-day delay. My jaw locked up on Monday. So it's been an interesting week. If that ever happens to you, I hope it never happens to anybody. It's so painful and debilitating. And definitely has a lot to do with your throat chakra. So that's what I've been working on this week. So moving forward, let's get into your reading. We are starting with my chakra deck. Let's see what's going on with you guys. With my Scorpios, please, Spirit. Okay, we have our first card. We have passion. Love it. Sacral chakra. Can I get one more, please? Or a bunch? Okay, so we're just diving right in. We're getting one big message instead of a bunch of little ones. So here we go. Dissipating, guilt, isolation, soulmate, recovery. All right, this is a lot. So, all right, first off the bat, if you have any guilt about walking away from people or walking away from a life that does not suit you, that does not bring passion into your life, do not let that affect you. Those people are not meant to be in your life if they're making you feel that way. Fuck them. Do not let it chain you down. Okay? Obviously, you'll need time to grieve that energy, and as you let people go, you have to grieve the things that you'll never be able to do with those people ever again because you've chosen yourself over them. But you're realizing that you want more for yourself, right? You want bigger and better things for yourself. You want a better life for yourself. Don't feel guilty about that, okay? I believe this is about daydreaming. So stop daydreaming and just make it happen. Okay? Actually, let's put this out. The second row, we have isolation, soulmate, recovery. So while you're in isolation, you are recovering, but also it's telling me that your person is doing the same thing, which is why you guys haven't come together yet. Okay? You both need to get to a certain ascension, a certain point in your healing journey to come together where you're on that same level. Okay? So if you're wondering where your person is, they're doing exactly what you are doing right now. Okay? More messages may come up about that later. Or this is just telling you where your person is. They're in isolation. I'm gonna sneeze. I'll be right back. Excuse me, I apologize. Whew. All right, so let's go into tarot. If you're having money issues right now, please know that it's not gonna last much longer. Especially if you decide to really jump into what makes you feel good about yourself, the things that you want to do in life, money will not be a problem. Okay. Okay. Let's get current energies. If you're new here, I don't look at past energies. I find that redundant. Current energies, because you always want to stay in the present and dream about the future, right? We have the Hermit, the Ten of Wands. I'm not doing reversals this week. Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So 1010 is an angel number. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure what it is. Please look that up if that resonates, or if that part of it when I get to it resonates. Okay, don't look it up yet. Future energies, please. We have the Judgment card. Ooh, that flipped fast. The Emperor. Definitely healing and recovering from something. Absolute. Oh gosh, we're not taking all of those. We'll take. Okay, take those. And then for some reason the Nine of Pentacles came out over here. So got a lot of messages, Scorpio. So you must have a lot going on right now. All right, so Ace of Cups, wish fulfillment, a new love potentially, which is very beautiful energy. Joy, happiness, emotional fulfillment. Again, these are the two things that are really important to you guys right now. It's about finding the things that make you feel good, that bring that wish fulfillment, feeling that emotional fulfillment, that you're doing something good for not just yourself, but other people, right? You're not doing things to hurt people or bring them down or indoctrinate the Western society deeper into people. You're actually freeing them, however that resonates for you, okay? Your story may be what needs to be told. On the flip side of that, you're definitely prominently trying to figure out who your person is. So you're kind of pulling at two strings right now, which is okay. But we're just, Spirit's just pointing those out specifically. So this is where you're at. This is what you're trying to figure out for yourself. So let's pull these down for a minute and let's focus up here. So we have the Hermit, the Ten of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So while you are in isolation, whatever form of isolation that is for you, for everybody it's different right now. You are taking on less because you want to take care of yourself. You want to find balance in your life. Two of Pentacles. You want things to feel good. You don't want to feel exhausted all the time. You don't want work to drain you. You want to enjoy every day, right? So you're definitely walking away from things that hurt you, the things that slow you down, which is beautiful energy. You're finding things that make you feel good about yourself, not the things that make you feel guilty. You're taking, those daydreams are actually downloads. They're messages from Spirit saying, hey, try this. Hey, try this or that, or do this and see how that makes you feel. Okay? If you randomly get a really good idea, try it. Who's it gonna hurt? Nobody. It's just your own fears. If something scares you to do it, it means it's the right thing you should do, in my opinion, right? Because you're looking for what really makes you happy. Okay? Wow, that was the Queen of Cups, the Sun, the Five of Cups. Yeah, exactly. You are healing the old wounds. You are following your intuition. You're allowing yourself to be sensitive and understanding, and you're allowing yourself to process your emotions. You may not have been taught how to regulate your emotions when you were a child, but you're learning to do it now. Okay? You're learning, you're growing, you're finding joy and happiness in a world where that doesn't really exist all the time, right? You're becoming more clear-headed, you're understanding, you're breaking through the fog, and you're becoming more aware of your surroundings. Oh my gosh, you have the Page of Wands. And you're finding, like I said, you're finding excitement and curiosity in life. Again, you're finding things that make you want to live the life that we're in right now. Okay? Beautiful energy. Oh, I love it. Future energies, we have the Judgment, the Emperor, the Four of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. So this is probably a side-off message. So we're going to put this little guy here for a second. I still feel like I'm talking differently because of my jaw locking up. I feel like my brain is still like, no, be careful. Don't open the mouth too wide. So I apologize if I sound differently or if I feel like I'm salivating a lot more than I used to. Fun fact about me that you probably didn't want to know. Anyways. So yeah, you're definitely entering a new chapter in your life, a new phase, a new start. Judgment card. You're finding things that make you happy, right? Emperor. You're finding structure and stability, right? You're really implementing your boundaries, essentially. You're realizing that there are things that have made you so unhappy, Four of Cups, and you didn't even realize that they made you unhappy because you were in that fog. You were, you didn't wake up, right? You haven't awoken, you didn't awoken, oh my gosh. You were at a point where you thought that this is just how life was, that you go to school, you're in debt, You get a job, you get a house, you're in even more debt, you get a partner, then you have kids, and you're in more debt, and you're just constantly struggling, struggle. And you're realizing that that's not only the life that you don't want, but that's not how we're supposed to live, right? So Spirit's telling you, you're definitely moving in the right direction. Okay, so I'm going to clarify that Nine of Pentacles off to the side because that's a really awesome card. And I want to give it its own time. Oops. I'm really excited about it, clearly. Yeah, see, Eight of Cups, you're evolving. You're learning to, like I said, regulate your emotions. You're learning how to process them, right? You're not letting them just fade off into the back and just make them just sit there and fester and create an old wound, right? You're finding new ideas to find stability and inner strength and creating new boundaries. On the flip side of that, you're also learning to find what your passions are, right? Yeah, you're moving forward. You're moving in a different direction. You may even be moving physically, like into a new home. You may be just moving away from people, making decisions for yourself, and not only you're making decisions for yourself that only benefit you, not necessarily other people. If I had a nickel for every time I did that to myself. King of Wands. I love that this card just came out because this card in this deck, I look at it differently. I look at it as what the picture shows, right? You have this image of a person standing here in front of a massive bonfire. And when we go through our spiritual awakening, this is what we do. We burn away our old identity and we burn it to the core, and then we rebuild. That is what you're doing right now. You are burning the old version of yourself, old thought processes, old manipulation tactics, people that no longer serve your higher purpose. You are getting rid of all of it. I'm not saying you're actually burning people. Let's clarify that for a second. But you're choosing yourself. Yeah. You made the choice and you're moving forward. Anything else? No. Okay. So let's go over this Nine of Pentacles. I love this card. It's hard work. No. It's, yes. It's realizing all that hard work that you put into yourself and into whatever you're creating right now. It's what the rewards of it all. So let's clarify this Nine of Pentacles. You finally feel stable financially, maybe even physically. Physically, maybe you're finding a new love for healthy eating. Maybe your body is finally used to not eating crappy foods, but you're getting used to eating healthier foods. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Cups, and 4 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So even though this may be a lesson for you, which is why this card randomly came out. So what this is talking about over here is that when you find this moment of financial stability and you don't have to worry, you're no longer living paycheck to paycheck. It's like this moment happens where you're like, oh my gosh, I finally did it. But you feel like you're missing something. You're not. It's an old thought process that needs to be healed and worked on, okay? Okay, so let's kind of maneuver this a little bit. I know, we've got a lot of cards. Spirits in Darkness and Light Divination deck. Let's dive in. The more I'm doing this reading, the more I see these cards as a message for anybody looking for their person. This is what they're doing right now. And it has nothing to do with the rest of the reading. It's just something that somebody needed to know. You're learning that not only that you're a leader in whatever you're meant to do, but you're a very abundant person. And you're learning that some of you might be empaths, or you just sense energy. So if you feel off around someone's energy, that is Spirit telling you danger, stranger danger. Okay. All right. So let's get some spiritual energies for Scorpios, please. Okay. So we got a couple that came out. Spirit of fog, yeah, you're like I said with the dissipating, the daydream card, you're clearing the confusion, you're clearing the fog. The more you release yourself from the low vibrational energies, the more your brain becomes unfoggy and more clear. And this is a big shift for you. Spirit of the Tower, Spirit of Gaia. This may be the moment when you've been hoping to create a family. This shift. Hold on, I think I have to sneeze again. Excuse me. This will be the time when this shift happens, when you finally release yourself from the shackles of your past. You'll finally be able to create the family that you've been looking for, or wishing for, not looking for. Spirit of Christ. I love when this card comes out, because this card is just about forgiveness, reconciliation, unconditional love. Unconditional love for yourself. There may be something about your person. You may have met them before. They may not have treated you well. So there's a level of forgiveness. And even if you don't reconcile with people that used to be in your life, that doesn't mean that you can't forgive them. Do you need to forget it? Absolutely not. Should you forget it? It depends. It's always going to be there, but you just don't want it to control your emotions. You don't want it to control how you live your day-to-day life, right? Yes, there's this stranger danger energy. Be very cunning and strategic about who you let in, who you show your true vibration, your true identity to, okay? Protect yourself this time. Do things the right way. Spirit of Lighthouse, this is so beautiful. You are returning to your people. You are coming home to the people that you created contract connections with. It's so beautiful. Make sure you, the more you let people, you release people from your life, the more you will ascend. People that have been holding you back. If you're up at a crossroads, be patient with yourself, especially when you're in your dark night of the soul, because there's going to be moments where you're in your dark night of the soul, and remember that it's just not one night. It could take years to get through it, depending on how much time you have to really focus on yourself. Please know that there will be moments where you'll want to go backwards, but you'll never be able to go back. Just going to clarify that for you. Crown chakra, make sure you stay connected to spirit. Anytime you have questions or you're unsure about things, that fog that you're going to release will definitely clear up your crown as well as your third eye chakras, okay? You want to get out of that blaming energy, that victim consciousness, okay? We don't want to blame people for our misfortunes, because at a certain point we have to take responsibility for those actions, right? Wish fulfillment, blessings are on the way to you. Wow, okay. You're on the right path. Believe in miracles, trust the process, trust yourself. You are abundant and you are constantly growing. Angels are with you. You're here to master your emotions, to come together with your soulmate who was trying to come in. I'm really sensing that you're meant to forgive your soulmate. They may have broken your heart. They may have broken you to a point where that was your spiritual awakening, right? Which I believe mine happened that way, but everybody's different. There's no confirmation until you actually come together with your person and hear the stories and kind of line things up, right? If you do feel like you're heartbroken right now, you're healing your chakras is the best thing that you can do for yourself right now, okay? All right, Scorpios, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate your patience and time. Hope you have a great rest of your day.